Ronald McDonald House Charities recently honored some very special people called Heroes of the Heart. One of these heroes, Patty Anglin, comes to us from the Marshfield, Wisconsin Ronald McDonald House. Patty has dedicated her life to finding loving homes for unwanted children, and one of those homes is her own. Growing up in Central Africa had a profound and enduring effect on a young girl named Patty Pelham.
My father was a medical missionary, and my mother worked with women in the maternity wards. There were no orphanages in the Congo, and oftentimes the mothers were starving, they had no money, and they would bring their babies to my mother to try to find a home. And so I think God planted a seed in my heart from a very early age to work with children who did not have that security of a mom and a dad like I did.
Years later, the Pelham family returned to the United States, but Patty's heart remained in Africa.
My plans were to become a missionary and go back to Africa and fulfill my dream of opening an orphanage.
But Patty's plans were put on hold when she fell in love and married Harold Anglin.
Patty had told me about her dream, and she really wanted to have a place for children, and I said, we can do that here.
And so Patty and Harold began offering their services as foster parents. And true to her word, Patty chose special needs children who had little chance of ever having a real father and mother.
I was always quite amazed that when a special needs child came along, there was no family waiting for that child. Through many, many months of nurturing these children and holding them as if they were newborns and teaching them all over again that someone cared about them and that we did have unconditional love for them, they began to blossom too.
The most difficult thing about being a foster parent was giving the children up. You fall in love with the children, you bond with them, and they become yours for a year or 2 years, and it's like giving up your own child.
We wanted to be parents to children who otherwise may not have parents. And so we made that commitment that we would become adoptive parents to those children that no one else wanted.
By 1998, the Anglins' 7 biological children had been joined by 7 adopted brothers and sisters.
And we thought, surely that's enough. 14 children's enough to feed. 14 children is enough to clothe. And so we believed that we were done adopting.
But she was wrong.
Hello. One day I received this phone call from a dear friend of mine, Margaret from Adoption Link in Chicago, and she said, we have just a travesty that happened here.
I have just come.
Margaret Fleming then told Patty the shocking story of a newborn child just placed in her care.
He was born missing parts of both arms and both legs.
And because of his physical condition, this child faced an unbelievable danger.
He's an African child. The birth mother was from Nigeria, and apparently the culture was such that if she took that baby home to Nigeria, her family would kill him. I promised that birth mother that I would find a family, and I'm just hoping that you might know someone.
Margaret? Of course and I said, Margaret, that's my son you're talking about. And she said, you'll take him? And I said, of course.
Within hours, Patty and Harold had arrived in Chicago to meet their newest child.
Hello. Hi, we're Harold and Patty.
He was beautiful, absolutely beautiful, and he had the most beautiful eyes you've ever seen. It was like looking into the eyes of God. This baby it had a profound effect on me.
Hey, little guy. When that baby was placed in my arms, my whole life just had completed its cycle. Look at him. He's the miracle that brought my life full circle and brought a bit of Africa back to me. Hi, kids! Look who I...
Patty brought her newest angel home, where he was quickly accepted into the hearts of the entire Anglin family.
Now be very gentle. I named him Zachary Ngazi Bendeli. I chose the name Zachary as his American name because that means God hath remembered. Ngozi Bendeli is his middle name. Ngazi means a blessing, and Bendeli means gone away from home. And that's what he is.
And as Zachary settled into his new home, he quickly became a happy and active child.
He's quite amazing. He's able to get around in quite a miraculous way. He climbs up on furniture, he climbs up on chairs. Even without hands, he's able to hold a spoon by himself and feed himself. He does things like any other child does, just a little bit differently.
While Zachary's development has been truly miraculous, he still has required constant medical attention, including a minor amputation to allow him to use prosthetic legs. And whenever the Anglins have needed to be near the hospital, the Ronald McDonald House has been their home.
Zachary had his amputation done just a couple of days before his birthday.
Okay.
So we brought the whole family to Ronald McDonald House and had a big birthday party, and it was wonderful. We could not have done it without Ronald McDonald House, and I'm just forever grateful for the role that they have played in our family and being our home away from home.
Though Zachary is the latest, he is certainly not the only miracle in the Anglin family. Each child that has found their way to these loving parents is a miracle in their own right.
Our life has been one miracle after another. But I think miracles come to us as lessons, and we're to take those miracles and share them with others.
And Patty Anglin has done just that by founding a placement agency for special needs children and a home for young mothers called Acres of Hope.
I firmly believe that all the orphans of the world belong to us all. And not all of us are going to be called to go out and adopt a child with special needs, but we all are called to be involved on some level. And that's the challenge that I want to leave with people. Give of yourself to help the children of the world. Come walk to me. Because they do belong to us all. Oh, yeah!